So we are on to method number 2. With this one, we're going to use an adjustment layer. So if you come over to the panels on the right hand side, you're going to find adjustments, and if you click on that, it brings up all of these little icons. The one that we're looking for is right here on the left side in the middle. It's the Hue and Saturation Adjustment layer. When I click on this, notice in the layers panel we now have a new layer. It was created when we clicked on that icon. It's a Hue and Saturation Adjustment layer. You'll also notice that a Properties panel popped up. So for this one to work, what we want to do is hit the Colorize tab right here at the bottom. And what just happened was it colorized my entire image. So I'm just going to say okay for now. With that, I'm going to think about using this color for one of those diamonds. So I'm going to pick, let's see here, as I slide it across the hue, you're getting all the colors. So I'm going to pick a nice green, and the saturation is the intensity of those colors. I can also see down here that this is the color that I've just created at the very bottom. Very rarely do I play with the lightness. So let's just hit, okay, here, close that up, that little arrow there. If I want to bring it back, it's just clicking here or here. So down here, I want you to notice that we have a new addition to our layer. This is your layer mask. So the layer mask right now is white, so it's revealing the color to the entire image. I want to turn that layer mask to black, and to do that I hit Command I on my keyboard. Command I on the keyboard hides that color. So notice now we don't see the color. If I hit it again, the layer mask is white, revealing the color. Hit Command I again, it turns to black, hiding the color. So I can grab a layer, an adjustment tool, not an adjustment tool, but a selection tool such as the Polygono tool, or a brush to do this next step. But let's make a selection of the diamond. Okay, get back up here to the top. Now I want to have white be my foreground color, but it needs to be pure white. We need to either paint with pure white or pure black. So D on the keyboard is your default. So if you have a gray in there, hit D on the keyboard to get it to pure white. You can also click here and make sure that your RGB values are 255, 255, 255. That's pure white. And if you want pure black on the other side of things, it's 000. Okay, black is 000, white is 255, 255, 255. And I'll just hit OK. Now, if I grab the paint bucket and I paint with my foreground color, it dropped the green into there. What it really did was it punched a hole in my layer mask. So if you look over here at the layer mask, you'll see this little white spot. That's that diamond. My opacity is at 100%, and I can still see the detail. That's part of the magic of the Hue and Saturation Adjustment. I can still play with my blend modes here. I just hit V on the keyboard to go to my Move tool, and I can create different looks scrolling through here as well, and I can still play with the opacity if I chose to. So let's do this one more time. I'm going to create a new Hue and Adjustment layer just by clicking on the little icon. Notice it's white. When I click Colorize, it colorizes the whole image again. Let's pick a different color. Last time we had green. Let's pick a blue. We're going to make it pretty intense, looking awesome. So the layer mask is white, revealing the color to the entire image. If I hit Command I, it turns it to black. Now I can once again grab the Polygono lasso tool. I don't need that quite that big. And I'm going to make a selection. And I'm going to fill that selection with pure white. And there is that blue color. V on my keyboard to go to the Move tool, cycle through the blend mode, see if we like something. Oh, that's looking awesome. Let's do one more. And now I'm going to hit Colorize again. This time I think I'm going to colorize, let's see here, what would be good? Oh, the word entrance. Up that intensity. Let's pick pink. That looks great. So Command I to hide the color from the hole. This time I'm going to use my paintbrush, and I'm going to make this bigger. so I can see what I'm doing. And I'm just going to paint in here where I want the color. So either I can drop it into a selection if I have something that will allow me to do that, or I can just paint. Attention to detail, once again, you guys. So painting in the lines, just like when we were kids, is very important to the effect. So if, you have a mistake like that, we're going to just paint with black rather than painting with white. White is revealing, black is concealing. So I can come over here to my tool panel and hit this little arrow, and it toggles between white and black. And I can come over here and go erase that. Make sure I do a nice job. There we go. Take it back to white, and then I can continue painting. So white reveals, black conceals. White reveals, black conceals. You can see as I'm going, this project could take me a while. I just made a mistake. I think you saw that. We'll go back and touch it up here in a second. Oh, I made another mistake. Well, this time, once I get done with my basic painting, I'll go and touch this up. Instead of going all the way over to the tool panel to toggle between white and black, I'm going to hit X on my keyboard. X on my keyboard does the same thing. So now I need black. I'm going to come down here and get rid of the pink that's overflowing outside of the image. I think I hit a little up here as well. So now back to white. Well, I hope you guys are getting the idea on this tool. So you create a new adjustment layer, a Hue and Saturation Adjustment layer. You tick the Colorize box, you turn it on, it colorizes the whole image. You pick the hue that you'd like in the saturation. Then you do a Command I on the keyboard to hide the color from the whole, and then somehow you paint in the color you want. So you can use the paint brush, or you can use a paint bucket in a selection. Lots of options with this. So have fun, and let's look at method number 3 in a minute. Practice this one.